Hi everyone, it's Roger here from what's on DisneyPlus.com. It's Tuesday, it's time to jump into some of today's big Disney Plus news. So I'm going to be talking about Miss Marvel and much more. Okay, let's start off with the big announcement that Miss Marvel is going to be coming to Disney Plus on Wednesday the 8th of June. We've just seen the first trailer. I'm going to be honest, I'm really loving the vibe to it. It feels, again, something different, which is something I'll be talking about a little bit later on. And this is the kind of thing I'm loving about Marvel right now, is giving us a different taste, some different kind of ideas. And I'm really enjoying the vibe with this trailer of it being very much a set with high school, kind of younger than sort of Spider-Man. I'm kind of leaning in on the whole kind of the TikTok with the music and just the overall presentation of her being a kid, with getting superpowers. Very different, I think, with the terms of the powers that we've seen with Miss Marvel in the comic books. They're looking very different, much more cosmic. But I'm loving the idea of this one. So this one's going to be dropping, as I said, on June the 8th. That means we're going to be getting new episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Miss Marvel right through June. So that's going to be a fantastic month for new content. And really shows that we've got so much stuff coming to Disney Plus later this year. We're starting to start seeing things double up, which is great. The question is, what are you going to watch first, Miss Marvel or Obi-Wan Kenobi? Going to be a little bit tricky, but let me know which one you are most excited for in the comments below. Let's talk about Encanto. Disney has announced that this coming Friday there's going to be a special sing-along version of the film added to Disney Plus. We don't yet know if it's going to just be within the version section or if they're going to add a separate title. And this is going to have just the sing-along things jumping along the bottom in a much better way than, because there's a lot of people who said, well, why don't you just turn on like closed captions or subtitles and then you got it? But they'll probably, they'll have sort of like bouncing along. Disney are also planning on releasing more versions of sing-along films, including Frozen and Beauty and the Beast later this year. So this is something they're going to continue to do. Don't know why they haven't done it up till now, because, let's say, I think sing-along versions were a massive thing when I was younger with the VHS version. So definitely think this is a cool thing for Encanto, which is just going to give people more reasons to watch this film. But yeah, so if you're looking forward to doing a sing-along for Encanto, you'll find all the words and stuff in a special version this coming Friday on Disney Plus. Moving on from there, let's talk about now Hocus Pocus 2, which has recently finished filming and is set to arrive on Disney Plus this coming Halloween. We've now had it reported by Entertainment Weekly that Drag Race star Ginger Minj is going to be appearing in this brand new film. So in the sequel, what's going to be happening is there's going to be like a performance with the three drag queens, and they're all going to be playing one of the three sisters, and then the actual real witches turn up. And as you'd imagine, things are all going to kind of go off. Yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Especially think it's just a great way of kind of incorporating and bringing up Hocus Pocus to the modern era. I think this one sounds a lot of fun. And as a fan of Drag Race, yeah, this could be a lot of fun. So let me know what you think of all this in the comments below. It's also been confirmed by ABC that Abbott Elementary is going to be returning for a second season this coming year. So we expect it to arrive at the end of this year, moving into early next year. And new episodes are set to arrive in the US on ABC and Hulu pretty soon. Right now, the series is currently just rolling out on Disney Plus in Australia and New Zealand. Hasn't yet been released here in the UK, and it'll probably be a while until it arrives on Disney Plus in Canada. But great to see this series has been picked up for a second season. Definitely means then when it arrives here in the UK, I'm much more likely to give it a go, because there's nothing worse than a series that has been cancelled before it's even been released over here. It just instantly just puts you off. So it's great to see this one has been returned. And moving on from there, let's talk about some Star Wars news, because according to the Hollywood Reporter, Darth Maul was going to be the main villain for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series until the series kind of got put on hold. Now, if you remember back, nearly about 2 years ago now, production on the Obi-Wan Kenobi series just kind of stopped. And they were reworking all of the scripts. That was because Deborah Chow had given the scripts to Filoni and also Jon Favreau. And they looked through it and they said they needed to go a bit bigger. They needed to do something a bit more with it. And that's why they sort of changed gears and went after Vader and the Inquisitors rather than using Maul. One of the things they were worried about with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series was that the original script was a little bit too much like the Mandalorian season one, because it was all about a lone wolf with a young kid. So they didn't really want to kind of go down that line since they've only just done it. So they kind of reworked it, and also then Filoni then kind of went through and kind of worked out how they could bring in Vader into it, and also the Inquisitors as a new villain kind of thing. So I think that looks pretty cool. Obviously, Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be dropping onto Disney Plus for May the 25th. Whether or not we see Darth Maul in it, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Now, there's conflicting stories regarding whether or not Darth Maul was going to be in this series. Some people were reporting that Ray Park was actually on set and practicing and doing all this stuff to play Darth Maul again, and then others are saying no, he was never involved. So it's a little bit hit and miss of what it is, but I think definitely having Vader in, I think is going to make this series a lot better. And finally, let's talk now about Moon Knight, because the social media embargo ended yesterday, and I was lucky enough that I was able to watch the first 4 episodes of Moon Knight. Now, I can't give my full review for a couple more weeks, but I can tell you what I put out on social media. I watched the first 4 episodes of Marvel's Moon Knight, and it's unlike anything we've seen so far in the MCU. Oscar Isaac is fantastic. I can't wait to watch the rest of the series. This isn't your typical superhero origin. It's excellent. It arrives on Disney Plus on March 30th. And I, like I said, can't wait to see more episodes. I'm desperate to see how this series ends after seeing those episodes. But yeah, so we'll have the full review in a couple of weeks' time, just before the series hits on Disney Plus. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And generally, the press reviews pretty much all kind of going along with what I've said as well. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Nevertheless, let me know what you think of all of this in the comments below. Go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.